On this episode, we're going to show you how to make custom cards fast, quick, and easy. So let's get started. So first off, you're going to go to artscow.com and then you're going to sign into your account. Once you sign into your account, we are going to do playing cards. So let's go to playing cards. Once you are in playing cards, depending on what kind of design you want to go with, but this time we're going to be doing the regular cards, except every single card is going to have a unique design. You can also do mini cards, like sort of what you see in Blood Rage as well, and you can do those in custom design as well. And you can also do other sort of cards as well. But for this time, we're going to be doing this regular 54 card design. Let's go ahead and open it up. And no idea why the computer is just acting slow there for a second. But once you are opened up, you're going to hit create it. Once you hit create it, what's going to happen most of the time is, if this is your first time using anything like this, it's going to ask you to install Silverlight. All you have to do is just follow the instructions it shows right there, install Silverlight. And once you install Silverlight, it's going to show a little tab here on the top right of your screen. You actually can't see it here, but if I drag down here, that's going to be the icon that you're going to see. All you have to do is just click on that icon and it should open up this whole playing card designer. Now, what you're going to do inside the playing card designer is we're going to be making a custom card set, of course. This is why you're watching the video. So the way you go about doing this is, as you can see, all of the cards already have playing card numbers on them. If you click on any of these and if you uncheck the poker text, it will remove that poker text, and then you can go ahead and proceed adding your own design from there. Now when you add a design, I already have mine uploaded right here, but normally you'd go to upload photos, you'd create a new album name, which will hold all of your photos that you're adding. You click on add photos and then you upload them. It's pretty straightforward. But as you can see here, I already have all of my photos uploaded, so I could go ahead and click on here. And as you can see, I have all my Secret Voldemort files here. Now, I'll show you guys the long way really quickly, just so you can get an idea of how to edit your own things. But you're going to simply take one of the photos and drag and drop it. Now, if you had a good enough resolution and a good enough size and the right size on this, then it should automatically fill in the area and be perfectly fine, but just in case you didn't do fit. And as a heads up, there will be an exclamation point in the center warning you that it's not a high enough resolution if it's going to come out blurry. But as long as you don't get that warning message, then you should be perfectly fine with how it looks. So as you can see here, I added the Death Eater. I could continue to keep adding and dropping things. Normally it would actually take a moment to load these up, but since I already have these uploaded to the website, it's already aware of these. So as you can see, it's just going to be a little tedious thing if I go ahead and do it like that, but you can also add other things. You could click on a thing, you could add text to it. You could say like, hello YouTube, and add text. As you can see there, the text will appear. You could edit text, etc. from there. But what I would suggest is that whatever you're going to be uploading here, you do all of your editing in whatever software you're using, whether if it's Adobe Photoshop, whether if it's Paint, if it's even Word or Microsoft Word or PowerPoint or anything like that. I suggest you doing all of your editing there. Save your picture, so in this process it's just a matter of dragging and dropping. The less you have to do here, the better. So I showed you guys the slow way, so here's the quick way. So we're going to go back into albums by clicking here on the top right, and you're going to see here that there's an autofill button. Once you click on the autofill, as you can guess, it's going to literally take every single photo from what you have there and upload it here. Now, of course, with Secret Voldemort, it's going to be a situation where some of these files actually need to be multiple. So like I need a bunch of these Death Eater cards, and I need a bunch of these Phoenix cards, I need a bunch of the no's and yeses, etc. And as you can see here, this is that exclamation point I was talking about earlier, and I have these just as an example so you can see how it's going to look like. But yeah, so I can go ahead and proceed to remove those and then add them later. And if it will let me remove it, and I can go ahead and add those later. But as you can see here, I have all of the files here that I needed, and I can just continue to add more files. Now, one thing to note, the whole remove poker text, I haven't figured out a quick way to remove it from all of the files. If anyone knows of a way, please let me know in the comments below and everyone can find out, and that'd be really helpful because that speeds up the process a lot. Now, the last little trick I'll show you guys today is, also by the way, beware that when you are making these cards, they all will have the exact same back. So just be aware that whenever you're making your cards, for example, when I made Secret Voldemort, I made all of the cards have the exact same back of just Secret Voldemort. So when I went down here, I put that, so on the back, everyone has that exact same back. It's a little bit, it kind of sucks because these people did make custom backs for these, as you can see, the Allegiance backs and stuff like that. There's a secret roll back, which is supposed to be on the back of the characters and stuff. So there's all those things you're going to be missing out on. But I mean, for the sake of price and simplicity of this, I'll take that hit. So last little trick is that if you ever finish creating an entire set of cards, you go ahead and save it up here and you can use it later. Now, why would you use it later? Well, maybe you show some of these cool cards and they're like, oh, I want a set of these too. Instead of sitting here doing this for another 30 minutes or so trying to set up all these cards, you can actually upload those cards again. So I'll actually show you an example. Now, when you go to the top right here and you can go to My Other Projects. And I'm not going to save this one because it doesn't matter. Now, as you can see, I did actually make another project earlier, and then I have another project here that I made roughly about 2 months ago. If I go ahead and click on it, and it will upload exactly what I did on that last project. It'll have everything exactly how I had it, and you can see here that there's no exclamation points. Everything looks perfectly good. There's no numbers on any cards or anything. So you can go ahead and just go from there and go ahead and create your second set of cards if you'd like. And you go ahead and do these for a bunch of things. You gotta have a whole bunch of projects, so you have like 10 games that you have here that you could just go ahead and print them out really quickly. Now, just also as a disclaimer, of course, I highly suggest you not making any of these games. If there's any of these games that you can purchase, please purchase them. One exception, one of the reasons why I'm actually showing Secret Voldemort is that Secret Hitler is actually a game that you can print and play. The designers have put it up online months before the actual Kickstarter even came out, and they do not worry about anyone making a game. And since someone went out and did all the trouble making this Secret Voldemort version, this is still in the realms of what they allow for you to make. So just keep that in mind. If there's a game out there that you're actually making instead of actually paying the designer, please don't do that. Go ahead and go out and buy those games, especially considering that this isn't the cheapest option as well, which is the second thing. Now, if you want to actually buy these, go ahead and preview and add to cart. We'll actually get you an idea of roughly how much these cards cost. And just be aware that there are deals that happen on these card games all the time. And as you can see here, this is going to be 14 bucks, not including shipping and handling. Shipping and handling is roughly about another $5 to $6, so it's not cheap, even though these are just playing cards. So that's just about everything that I have to show you guys on how to go ahead and make your cards. And let's actually show you the end results, and they actually come out great. Now, after all that, I highly recommend anyone considering making their own custom cards to use ArtsCow.com. The quality of cards is something equivalent to basically like playing cards, kind of like how I said. They're great. I mean, I have no problems with these cards. I've had 0 errors in actually any of the cards that they made for me. While paying $20 isn't the cheapest thing ever, especially for just some playing cards, they also do have deals on these every once in a while. I'd say about several times a year you can see these as low as $10 to $15, including shipping and handling. And there you go. If you're interested in making custom cards, go ahead and definitely use ArtsCow.com. It's definitely highly recommended by myself. And until next time, this is Gary Poe from Late to the Table. Be sure to like, subscribe, and check out the other stuff on this channel. Peace. See you guys.